Paris Clark there. She just runs right into the shooter.
Day Wilson looked uncomfortable trying to inbound that. Here's Lattimore baseline, and we have our first Miami bucket of the game. Miami in a zone. Clark open in the corner, able to hit the three. The first field goal for Virginia.
Brunel went to go meet her and was the aggressor there.
High-low play to Camryn Taylor, and what a start for Virginia.
Beautiful high-low execution by your two big girls. Started out this game being very decisive. 5 assists so far. They are not going to slow down. Even when the ball's not going through the net, they are confident that it's going to start. They're going to start hitting.
Excellent cut by Patrick, and it's easier to hit when you're right next to the basket like that. Day Wilson, 5 on the shot clock. Lattimore, contested by Taylor. Got her own rebound, missed it again, and it's snagged by Smith. Coach coming in with a call from the sideline. Kymora Johnson with 13 to shoot. Feeding Camryn Taylor, turnaround, and a basket against Paris Clark. Was able to stop the initial drive, but she might just have to do it again. Oh, from deep, Day Wilson, how about that one? Who cares if you can go through Paris Clark, if you can go over her. Camryn Taylor on the baseline with the answer. Now Kymora Johnson drawing the assignment against Cheyenne Day Wilson. Lattimore can shoot that, but decides to drive and lays it in. She's had an excellent first quarter. Another defensive assignment back to Alexia Smith. Gets to her right hand. Lattimore working that baseline all morning, and she missed the layup. It was Kymora Johnson that came out. And she'll take her second three and gets the hometown roll. My goodness. Suppose one for each bounce. Lattimore again slashing to the basket. She is just forcing the issue. Picked up by Oldacre. Patrick going at Jill Brown and finds a quick basket. Alexia Smith, the only player that's been out there the whole game so far. Back to Jill Brown, and she hits the three.
From deep from Jillian Brown, she does such a good job of being a slashing guard, but she's also capable of knocking that down a time or two.
It's just been a frustrating year for her from three-point range. Feed into Oldacre, and she scores in response to Virginia down low.
All right, we talked about the guards in the...
Smith. Pull up. Oh, yes. That is a friendly rim for Virginia tonight.
Prevents an opportunity for a wide-open layup, and Alexia Smith did that.
Has to shoot it, does, and hits the three. What a way to end the quarter for Alexia Smith with 5 straight points.
Knows that time is not on her side and knocks it down anyway. No problem, even with the hand in her face. Alexia Smith puts her team up by 7. They were able to get a win over top-ranked NC State throughout this ACC play as well, and she's saying that every team, whether they're ranked or not.
Roberts turns down the long jump shot to try and get into something else, and it's interesting because the schedule is easier for Miami, which is hard to do in the ACC, down towards the end of the season. Oldacre battling for 2.
That's what she's saying. Every win, resume builder, especially when you're in a league that plans to send 9 teams into the NCAA tournament.
Odessa Noyen from the corner, and she hits it.
Virginia squad, and they're shooting them like they're just shooting in practice. Wide open threes, even with the hand in their face. They're
now 4 for 8 from 3 for the year. Virginia's shooting the ball exceptionally well. Day Wilson's been shooting it well all season. She gets 2. Big role player for Virginia so far this season. Part of a very good freshman class trying to counter scorers like Cheyenne Day Wilson. This time Roberts will shoot the open shot, and she hits the 3.
Roberts is junior. She's been a player that has gotten better every single year. She's becoming more and more reliable right there.
Look at the shooting. London Clarkson knocks down a mid-range jumper. McGee gets an open 3 in transition. Misses it, but Clark's there for the rebound, and she sticks it back for 2.
They haven't killed Miami on the offensive end, on the offensive boards because of it, but it's providing more opportunities for them to extend this lead early in the game.
Patrick misses the shot. Oldacre gets the rebound, and she has been influential off the bench. Miami team desperate to try and pick up a win after that loss against Florida State. Up against it on the road, but a very nice, easy basket for Lazaria Spearman. Trying to feed the post. It's contested by Roberts. Back to Olivia McGee. Kymora Johnson. Long three, and she connects again.
But here you take a look at this three-pointer. It's a little out of her element on the left side of her body, and she's able.
Open look on the inbound. Missed wildly, but rebounded by Spearman. Spearman sticks it back. Misses wildly again, and Virginia has the ball. Miami, comfortable coming from behind. They've done it twice in the last 2 weeks. They're going to have to do it again on the road. Spearman, that's a start. Brunell. In towards Camryn Taylor, gets to her right side. What a shot by Camryn Taylor.
Mid-season, and it's on my television a lot more than it's ever been. Watching those young ladies do what they do at a high level. It's amazing.
So Virginia up 39-28 in what could prove to be an important game for ACC tournament seeding on the Virginia side. Johnson disrupted by Lattimore. 9 to shoot for Virginia. Alexia Smith had a big first quarter, but back to Johnson for three, and she has 3 of them now.
And see it down the net. Quick twitched and able to.
The offensive execution of the Virginia Cavaliers has been the story. It has been the difference, but maybe the biggest difference maker has been Virginia's defense. Lattimore working on Brunell to her left hand, and she has another bucket.
Girls have been strong in the paint, taking their defense, looking for transition options.
Brunell, Smith, Camryn Taylor loves that jump shot, and she'll make it all day long. Harris Clark's gone down. Patrick will take the open jumper, and she hits. That's big for her confidence, and cuts the lead back to 12. Camryn Taylor, nobody can slow her down, but she did miss the shot, finally going to her right hand. Full court for Roberts, and there was no call on any of that. It was weird all the way around. Johnson with the loose right-hand layup, rebounded by Nguyen. Kymora Johnson baseline jumper, and she cannot miss right now. Day Wilson blocked by Sam Brunell, who's contributed on that far right side of the box score all over the place today. He's contributed to this game as we've detailed. Harris Clark. Kymora Johnson seems to be moving well enough. Shoots the floater. How do you like that one?
Nice floater there. Reading the defense, not getting too deep to where the defense can alter that shot. Beautiful floater.
Drive into the lane. Flicked up and in by Roberts.
Roberts is really strong. You know, she's small, but she's mighty. She's able to see through defenders, find gaps, and use her body to power herself through.
Alexia Smith, mid-range. Her jumper.
Brilliance, and Virginia's handling things with their home crowd on such a great occasion.
It's best to honor that with an 18-point lead right now. It's an interesting feed. Somehow found Oldacre, and she somehow found a field goal. Ended up in overtime after being down 17 at the half. Well, now they're down 18 with 15 minutes left to go. So this is an even tougher challenge, but they have done something similar. There's Oldacre again. Cheyenne Day Wilson is going to need a big last 13 minutes if Miami is going to complete the comeback. Mid-range, that is her money zone. Brown. Alexia Smith, Jillian Brown, wide open, and she drills it. Her second 3 of the game. Johnson. Alexia Smith, 9 points. Big game from her. Johnson from deep. Another one. Kymora Johnson on a bum ankle.
Can't say I'm surprised. Johnson is shooting, averaging 21 points per game in ACC play, and she's doing what she's been doing.
Cavaliers lead by 11 going into the fourth, and what could be a pivotal moment in both these teams' seasons late on. Miami has 9 minutes to try and complete what would be a remarkable comeback, down by as much as 18 in the second half. Day Wilson cuts it to 7. Virginia's shooting continues to decline, now just 43% from beyond the arc, 44% from the floor. And Miami trying to go the other direction. It's Oldacre again. She was all alone, and honestly, Day Wilson could have just driven in and laid it up herself.
It's a simple horn screen here, and when the ball goes one way, the defender who's guarding that post player is supposed to.
Virginia at one point led this game 52-34. Look at that crossover. Jillian Brown, big bucket for the Cavaliers. A couple of players have popped up with big games for Virginia. Clarkson stopped the first, but not the second. Lattimore kept their feet. 9 seed in the ACC. What is a terrific conference this year. Alexia Smith. Got it back to the corner. She'll shoot it. Smith got another three-pointer. What a game for Alexia Smith.
Being a shooter, being a scorer first at a time where her team needs it the most.
7-point ball game, 6 minutes left. Roberts getting aggressive, and it's working out nicely for Miami. Well, it's not like Virginia missed out on too much. The shot Alexia Smith had taken was blocked. It's either an offensive foul or a shot clock violation. So Miami ball down 5. Look at Jasmine Roberts. And she really was non-existent offensively for most of this game, but now she's hunting her shot. Kymora Johnson has been all over the place, goes with a scoop and answers. Miami has not had a possession where it was a one-score game, and they had the ball since very early in this game. That would be a huge momentum boost for them. Clark to the basket, missed. What a bound by Taylor, and my goodness, the tie-up with Patrick was enthusiastic.
Good take here for Paris Clark to go right down the middle, but here looked like Taylor had control of the ball, but Patrick got her hand in there.
That a tie-up for you?
And man, I tell you, she's that utility player who does it all.
Johnson for 3. And Virginia's lead is back to 8 with 2.5 to play.
She gets back up and is able to get right back to business from behind the arc. She is 5 from 9 right now from deep. Brunell
gets to her right hand. Brunell missed it. Taylor is there and sticks it back. And 1 for Virginia.
Getting in the paint. She got the ball in the middle, wasn't able to make it herself, but knows that her sister's on the other side of that bucket and is ready for an opportunity.
Lattimore, she can hit that, misses the crossover, and it's Alexia Smith with the takeaway. She dishes to Johnson, to Taylor, and 1 again.
Who just happens to be one of the best in the ACC with finishing around the rim. Camryn Taylor is 7 of 11 tonight. Like we said, ACC tournament, boy, I tell you, that 1 day of rest does wonders.
Oh, well, even the psychological impact. The block by Taylor, and we're going to be able to play this out. Well, that would have been the cherry on the sundae. Taylor got the rebound. Virginia can hold to win the game. Don't know if they know that yet. And Taylor will shoot and score. Virginia, my goodness, by the end of this game, stretch the lead all the way back out. It's a 14-0 run unless this goes down. It doesn't. 14-0 run to end the game for Virginia.